Can you please break down and drop the science about the chicken? My
Man,
peoples need to hear this, man. They need to hear this because I saw that thing you put up on your Instagram, and I was like, that blew my wig all the way back. So could you take the time out to explain to my audience
yeah.
about why?
So the chicken is not a hybrid. The chicken is GMO. The chicken was actually created by splicing genes and introducing certain type of DNA into what you are called a red-winged jungle fowl and a black gray-winged jungle fowl from Africa. That's where you get chickens from. Chickens are not real, and because they were actually created in a laboratory per se, I'm gonna say that the reason why, because they did gene splicing to them. They're acidic to the body. They create a whole lot of uric acid. They also, when you cook them, they turn into heterocyclic amines. Heterocyclic amines is very malignant forming to the cells, meaning it causes cancerous cells. And then the smell from it comes from something called hydroaromatic hydrocarbons. And these hydroaromatic hydrocarbons is bad. It causes throat cancer. Chickens are just bad, and they eggs are bad too. And then plus it's a meat. So they'll tell you that chickens come from the dinosaurs were their ancestors. And that's a complete lie, because when you look at the genealogy of the chicken, especially what the Rothschilds and the DuPonts at the Rothschilds Museum in Jerusalem in New York said about the chicken, they actually give you the history on where they come from. So, chickens are not new. Now, you see things about hens in the Bible and certain other literature, but they're actually talking about gray-winged fowls and red-winged fowls. That's what they was calling hens and chick hens back then. This new chicken that we talking about is totally false, and it's not only a hybrid, but it's GMO, and it's causing a lot of sicknesses, and it's one of the number one cancerous causing artificial meats in the world, y'all. Chicken causes cancer. And if you want to get down into the actual science of it, I mean, all of the political science, all you have to do is go on my YouTube, Yaki Awaken, and look at all of and you can cite this stuff. All you got to do is Google it. And I'm offering $5,000 to anybody to clinically prove me wrong. $5,000. If you can go on there and dispute that with other articles, or you can dispute that with anything that is actually holds up and stands that's got a credible source that's behind it, I will give you some money showing you that I'm willing to bet everything on my bottom dollar that chicken is artificial. Chickens are new. Same thing with the cow. The cow actually comes from a Mexican black bull and a white Brahma bull from West Africa. That's where you get your modern day cow from. And Dr. Sebi been saying this for years. It's just now we have the science to prove this stuff. The vulture, which is your modern day turkey. The turkey comes from the vulture. Look at them. They look just alike. So, we've been eating things and calling it food, but the true food for human beings is a fruit diet, a frugivore diet, and limited vegetables. That's all. And like I said, is we at that point right now? I don't think we are. I think we have a lot of expanding of consciousness and a lot of healing to do. But, there's nothing wrong with looking towards that, though, and to say, okay, now I know I'm a God. I know my diet. I know what my liver is supposed to be. Let me start at least integrating some of that into my weekly, my weekly plans and goals.